Hello everyone, welcome to Intel This Essential Course 2014. My name is Uyen and today I would like to describe my plan for teaching Unit 3 Happy Holiday in Complete FCE course book. In my project, I would like to introduce my unit portfolio, then I will show you unit overview, and finally I will give you some detail in my assessment plan. Now, let's start by looking at my unit portfolio. As you can see, there are 5 main folders that I want to access: Assessment, Student Sample, Student Support, Teacher Support, and Unit Plan. First, Assessment. Here are some assessments I use to gauge student knowledge and readings, encourage self-direction and collaboration. I would like students use presentation be feedback to give their feedback about presentation. Remember, the most central to effective feedback is a focus on the review professional development. Give feedback as soon as possible. Feedback must be confidential. Focus on the behavior, teaching of the person and not on the person. Be specific. Be aware of the balance between positive and negative feedback. Focus on the positive aspect first. Next, I use rubric assessment to consistently assess and evaluate quality of learning and communicate expected standard of learning and help students interpret their level of performance. Learn what must be done to improve performance and achieve higher standards of performance. All rubrics have 4 levels of quality or competency agreed from highest to lowest level. Level 4 is the standard of excellence level. Description should indicate that all aspects of work exceeds grade level expectation and show exemplary performance or understanding. Level 3 is the approaching standard of excellence level. Description should indicate some aspects of work that exceeds grade level expectation and demonstrate solid performance or understanding. Level 2 is the Meet Acceptable Standard. This level should indicate minimal competencies acceptable to meet grade level expectation. Performance and understanding are emerging or developing, but there are some errors and mastery is not thorough. Level 1 does not yet meet acceptable standard. This level indicates what is not adequate for grade level expectation and indicate that the student had serious errors, omissions, or misconceptions. In my project, I will introduce 2 types of rubric: writing rubric for writing tasks and presentation rubric for student presentation. And finally, project scoring guide. I will use this assessment to assess how well students understand the purpose, path, and construction of the project. As you can see, this assessment looks very similar to a rubric, except for the addition of a multiplier to add weighting for each grade. In student sample, I will provide a sample presentation for student following. Here is the first slide in my sample presentation. Next, student support. I advise my students to do some further tests into book Cambridge First Certificate in English 1 and 2. Notice that this book updated from 2008. I will use complete FCE teacher book in my teacher support to check student answers. I also recommend Essential FCE book providing more tests as well as some tips for doing FC tasks efficiently. Unit plan include unit plan template which give briefly looking at my unit. Now, let's move on by looking at unit overview. Unit title Happy Holiday. In this unit, students will explore type of holidays as well as activity in each type. Students will investigate the characteristics, advantages, and disadvantages of some kind of transport and gain some experiences when reading other holidays. Students will achieve a wide vocabulary relating to the holiday theme. According to readings, they will be given some tips to do listening tasks, the instruction to write a paragraph. They will have time to review familiar grammar. Students also have a chance to discuss and do some public speaking on that topic. This unit will relate to human activity area for grade 11 in 3 weeks. And finally, I will show you assessment plan. Before project work begins, I use questioning throughout the unit to assess student understanding of the curriculum framing questions as well as other important questions about the topic. Also, I saw the gauging student needs presentation before beginning the unit to find out student background and make students more interested in the subject. During the project, I require students to discuss relating the topic in order to develop student collaboration ability. Ask students to use the action plan to help guide them through the stage of brainstorming, planning, and implementation of their plans, as well as part of a final assessment of their work. To assess student work, I use writing or presentation rubric to evaluate student understanding, acquirement, and application capacity, and the peer feedback form to record feedback and assist in improving their project. Use the project scoring guide to assess the culminating projects with adjustment to the group score based on individual effort and contribution. After project work is completed, teacher gives student feedback right after their performance. The teacher uses reflection to assess student growth throughout the unit. Students reflect upon what they have learned in the unit, returning to the essential and unit question.